that punch of spring or even summer in your home, you got to use florals. Tamara Robbins-Griffith is here. This is floral. This is floral, and it's everywhere. It's in the art, it's in the cushions, it's in the furniture pieces. So let's talk about how to make this work and not have it look like a hot mess. Because if I were to try this at home, people would be like, oh my gosh, she lost her mind. What's going on here?
Everybody take notes.
Yeah, take some notes.
Easy. And florals are just, you know, this is more is more, but it's still, I think it looks, you know, livable, and we'll learn why. But floral patterns are different than other patterns because it's not just a geometric, it's something that's alive. Brings a very special quality into rooms that you don't necessarily get from stripes.
That's true, from any of the graphic prints. And you're right, flowers are organic, they look organic. So you say the one thing you need to keep in mind, vary the scale.
Vary the scale. So that means the size of the pattern. So we can see you have a larger floral on this art, and then something smaller on this cushion, and a lot that's in between. So that's going to give you interest so that it doesn't feel flat.
Yes.
And you know, your eye sort of moves through it all.
If they were all tiny florals or all humongous florals, it wouldn't look good.
Be overwhelming.
It's overwhelming. It's too much. It's like a flower's coming to eat you, right? They're just
I hope
big
not.
Flowers
this
everywhere.
This is not Little Shop of Horrors. This is a very happy place. Now, the other thing you want to think about is texture. We've got quite a variety of textures here. And again, if they were all just printed fabrics, might feel a little flat. We've brought in dimension through beading, embroidery, and even some appliques with like that three-dimensional.
So take a look at this. So hopefully you can see this. So this is a poof, but these flowers are actually coming out. So this is all coming out, so you get that extra added texture.
And a cushion sort of version of that.
That's so gorgeous.
Really, really fun and different.
Yeah, it is very different.
So the next lesson is the palette, okay? This is a bright palette. You choose your color palette and stick to it, but it's also about the intensity. Okay. So again, here we're bright. If you were doing something really muted, or something pastel, that could work, but you'd want to stick with it so it feels harmonious.
Okay.
If we brought something really muted into this room set, it would feel drab, even if it's beautiful.
It would disappear almost, right?
Yeah.
So you got to keep it within the same color intensity.
Keep that intensity.
Yes.
Then.
Yeah, go ahead.
It sounds like you know what's coming next.
I was going to say you also stuck to a certain different color palette. So you don't just have all flowers and all color ranges
here. It's about the neutrals.
It's about the neutrals.
So we have beautiful, everything I've brought is from HomeSense, and you'll notice that the chairs, the coffee table, and the sofa are all neutral. They're not patterned at all. That's not to say you can't find a really cool patterned chair or side table, but chances are you might, you know, grow out of it in a couple of years and want something different. And it's kind of like, it also makes so much sense from an investment perspective. These are your bigger pieces of furniture. You're going to spend a little bit more money, so you want them to last a long time. Absolutely. A cushion, you know, for $30, it's an easy thing to change. You know, so you bring in that pattern with accessories in an affordable way, and everybody's happy.
Because if you decide, you know, next season that you want to go with nautical stripes, you still have the neutral pieces, and you can make that happen.
Exactly. And you know what? You're not afraid also to take a chance. Yes. Kind of unencumbered.
Right, that's right. To switch it and flip it.
Now, also with these neutrals, we have some black. And I think the black is really important for grounding some of these very feminine patterns, okay? A couple of our cushions have a black ground, so that kind of, and those decorative boxes serves as a bit of a jumping off point. But, you know, I really like the coffee table and even the small amount of black in this sofa.
Absolutely. You need something that's going to anchor the whole look. So you've grouped different items together, and that's part of the reason why this works so successfully. You've got your nice grouping of florals in the middle there. Yeah,
you know, we've heard this lesson before that things work better en masse. So, you know, we're going with the floral theme. It can become a little bit tongue-in-cheek, irreverent. If you want them to last, these are all artificial arrangements, so that's fine. This is a great room to celebrate the season we're in, but it's also like, imagine in the dead of winter, this room as a reminder that spring is coming eventually.
Yes, it's gonna be here.
And if you can't get fresh peonies, beautiful.
Yes.
And also, like, those floral motifs sometimes don't have to be so literal. So I quite found this brass wall art. Very interesting because it kind of infers flowers without being, you know, a floral notebook or decorative box, which is also okay, but, you know, it kind of brings something interesting to the mix.
You don't have to be literal all the time, and it's not just traditional. You can see some contemporary pieces here and there that really help switch up the style.
Yes,
Lovely.
It's not what it was when we were little kids.
That's right.